Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And sure, we know that the warning is currently touring the UK, but we thought, just for fun, especially for the new Warning fans, we'd go way back in time to the wee Warning days and take a look at a gig from December 9, 2016. Okay, so technically Ale is 11 years old for this gig, a few days away from being 12. And then everybody else, I mean, it's an early time. You know, Danny is 16 and Pao is 14. They're playing at the Nirvana rock joint and they're playing Wildfire. This is a balcony shot, it would appear. It's a small club, not a big place, so we get a really clear look at what they're doing. We'll see how it is. I think we'll be able to hear what's going on. Also, you're going to want to take note of the pedal boards in front of the girls because they've changed up in recent years, as you might guess, and yet they're still using orange amps all the way back then. So, Adrian, what do you think? Going back to wee Warning territory here.
Time for a history lesson with a wee warning.
Yes, that's right. That's right, Lottie. How appropriate that they just played Belfast and Dublin.
Yes.
Got lots of wee stuff over there. All right. All right. Let's check this out. We'll talk about it afterwards.
All right.
He's trying to shut us down with a high flyers. They trying to pull us back on the ground. We're restless, the ones who can't sleep at night. I say it's time for a change. It's time we fight.
Boy, oh, they're ripping it up. What'd you think, Adrian?
Nice memories. I hadn't heard that song in a while.
Beautiful stuff, though.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yep, they had everything they needed already at this point. You know what I noticed was Danny going into the clean guitar part on the last chorus. You noticed the whole band dropped out and it was just her doing a clean guitar.
Oh, yeah.
They're still doing that to this day. That's exactly what they do in Kerosene.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And it's true. I mean, this is how a lot of bands will set up a song. They'll have a very particular structure they want to put together. So it's not surprising to see that. I mean, they vary it. You know, there are songs that are completely different every section, such as Choke. I mean, every verse changes. It's different from the others. So it does vary, but it was part of the basics to try to figure out how you're going to put a song together, how you're going to change it up as it goes along so people don't get bored of it, changing the dynamics, you know, getting really heavy and then bringing it way back and then coming back full on like that. I mean, they had it all in place already at this point, you know, so in fact, they really had it together, I think, on their first EP, even before. This is off 21st Century Blood. Hey folks, we're just going to add on a little clip that we found that happened right about the same time as the one we just showed you with Wildfire from 2016. This might be 2017, but somebody sent this to me recently and I could not believe what I was seeing. I thought it was pretty cool. It's only a minute long, so let's check it out.
All righty.
Esta es mi primera guitarra acústica.
So I thought that would be fun. What'd you think, Adrian?
Yeah, I think Danny would make a great music teacher.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Yeah, she'd be perfect for that, actually. Yeah. So maybe later, after this big rock star thing, cools off. We've also seen them do similar appearances from about the same time period on various Monterrey TV shows. Where Pau's on the cajon like she was there, and they're performing with really that lineup, those instruments and everything. So that's interesting to see right there. So yes, look to be about kindergarten, maybe first grade. I don't know. Very young kids, that's for sure. Very young kids. That was very, very cool. I thought that was somehow nice. Like they learned things that were building blocks that they still use today. So loved that. And they seem to be having a good time. How about those pedal boards? Did you see those?
I think so. I saw what looked like a bunch of stomp boxes. They were just kind of like I remember I used to want to get one of those things. You put like 6 stomp boxes in it or something. You can hook them all up. And
right. Yeah, I think that's kind of what she has there. And she doesn't have anything like that anymore. And in fact, this was only for the early years. And I think it's something that Louise put together, if I'm not mistaken. Louise was a sound engineer, for those who don't know, even before the girls were born. So he does have some expertise there. I think he may have built that for her. And it looked almost like 2 suitcases that you open up or something like that in front of her. And now she's just got, or for a while she had the Kemper Profiler, which is about like this. And then she had one pedal next to it where she could do the octavering or other things as needed. I think she can reassign the effect on that pedal.
Yeah, expression pedal.
That's it. Very compact in comparison. Same thing with Ale. She had a bunch of pedals in front of her, and these days I think she has 2 pedals. It's very minimal what she has. Pau in there with the vocals, just like she is right now.
Yeah.
Like the whole formula is already there and locked in place, and that's 10 years back. So
Yeah, they kind of got their act together already, and it's just a matter of keeping it up and getting better. And
At this point, they had just taken on Rudy pretty recently, so Rudy was already part of the team at this point, but very new,
nice.
I believe. I don't know the exact date he came on board, maybe a month or two or something before this, but yeah. So that's how far back Rudy goes too.
Well, that's good.
The man walked away from his very successful agency, a promotional agency and marketing agency. Walked away to manage the band. Like, he was the CEO, and it was very successful and had 80 employees or something. And I think it's still going on, but he's just like, all right, you guys have it. I'm out of here. I got something more interesting to do now. So anyway, fantastic. Love to see that. Somebody suggested that one. Thank you so much for the suggestion. That was great. We love seeing these clips from the early days. So, folks, why don't you give your impressions down below? If you have other suggestions for us, leave those. If there's something you think we didn't mention, leave that too. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you later.